I feel like I should pause and um, just acknowledge your sketch. It's very beautiful.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
Mm. Is there anything you want to say or?
Oh gosh, yeah. Man, I think kind of what really struck me first was like the era of gatekeeping is over, and there's so much knowledge and love coming through unfiltered, you know. Um,
Mm.
and some of it comes across as a harsh truth, some of it comes across as, oh, that sounds, intense or wild, but then there's also something that's, I use the word magical, but something magical happens where you'll hear something and it'll resonate with you. And, you know, y- yeah, you want more proof and more other things. But there's some things that over the years, like after I researched them or, sat with them for, years, uh, sure enough, that first feeling of like, man, that feels like truth to me, and then sure enough, it was revealed to be a truth of this reality.
Right.
So I just think it's such a special time for people who are seeking knowledge, or even if you're not seeking knowledge, it's a magical time to 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 connect with things that are heading towards you.
Mm. That's
You,
beautiful.
you know,
Yeah.
like it's kind of like there's a lot going on if you look up, looking down at
Mm.
looking down, there's only so many variables that the ground can give you, and that's metaphor, or whatever. The ground
That's
can give us
yeah.
so much, but you know, there, there's
No,
a
that's
whole
very true.
there's a whole world um to to um to recognize, because part of it is just in a consumption society, and just all the things there, you know whether they're man-made distractions or just the distractions of man. There's a easy way to not see anything,
Mm.
and
Hmm.
as the veil becomes thinner and parts of it get torn down or ripped, you know that the gift of seeing the unseen world, or seeing a world that was just invisible to you, I mean, that's going to be such a wonderful gift, for all of us. Imagine in our lifetime, you know, everyone's energy and vibration raising so high that we know who's really lying. Like it's an aura color emanating, or or it's just a feeling that hits your chest like a bass tone, like you feel it in a reverberatory way physically.
I
You know, so it's just imagine just how much, yeah, there'll be growing pains, but we're entering such a wonderful and powerful moment, um, to sit with a bunch of truths that have been kept from us or tainted. And so as these, long story short, as these, thank you for asking what I feel, as these undiluted truths rise to the surface of society and mankind's, conscious and unconscious mind, um, what a wonderful roller coaster that's exhilarating and scary. But at the end of it, it was built to, you know, it was built for exhilaration. There's going to be growing pains, but the end product is, enlightenment and exhilaration that comes from enlightenment, prosperity, a whole list of positive attributes that flood in, um, after someone latches onto a truth that they're willing to die or live for.
hmm hmm
Imagine so many people knowing where they stand, you know, religiously or in the universe. Like, right now we're motivated by a family unit to strive. Imagine when we really wrap our heads around that Earth and humans, that we are all one, and we're this wonderful blue dot in the universe, and there's so many other colored dots in the universe, and we're the blue dot.
That's
How
beautiful.
much we'll fight and strive to achieve after we know that like company is watching.
Hmm.
So
Yes.
I was just catching, just there's so many strong combinations of words that you just casually let rip, and I felt a bunch of that in it.
Uh, well, ditto.